So we're getting at the point where the Thunder, they're getting close to being the first team to win back-to-back since the Warriors in 2018. I mean, the crazy thing is, no team since actually the 2019 Warriors, defending champs, have made it out of the second round.
It's this era of parity that Adam Silver loves so much.
Yeah, they've now done that. And the title of this video is probably going to be like, Can Anyone Stop OKC? And that's not going to be entirely what we talk about. It's kind of going to be like, we're getting to the point where OKC, they may be the first team to finally go back to back. And just, they're getting to the point where here soon, I'm not necessarily saying after this season if they win it, but at some point you got to think all-time discussions.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, not quite, but at least in the discussion, I'd say.
It's interesting because it's almost kind of a throwback to back when we started watching the NBA. I mean, back then, the same team making it to the finals over and over and over again. That was what was expected, you know. Spurs, Miami, Lakers, Celtics, eventually Warriors, Cavs, that. That's just what the sport was. This whole past, 7 years at this point of just, new teams for the most part every single year. Had there even been any repeat finals? Has been Miami, Boston? Is that it?
I think that's it. I can't think of anyone else.
Repeat finalists?
Yeah, Lakers didn't make it back. No. Nuggets didn't make it back.
Toronto didn't. Well, Toronto, I guess, didn't make it back.
Yeah, so I think so. First, quick summary last year. The Thunder won 68 games. I feel like that doesn't get talked about enough. I know that's not 70, but they were 5 wins. You think about it, 5 wins away from the Warriors 73.
Yeah.
They weren't necessarily flirting with breaking it last year, but that's still crazy that they're only 5 wins off. Second best net rating ever behind.
6th best record in NBA history.
Yeah, tied for the 6th best record. Second best net rating. Shai wins MVP. Second youngest team to win a title. Of course, our Blazers hold that. So
I feel like that record's never getting broken.
No, probably not.
If the Spurs win it this year, would they break it?
They might.
They do have some old heads like, Kornet and Harrison Barnes dragging them down a little bit.
They got some Kelly Olynyk, guys like that. So maybe not, but yeah, it's going to be tough to break that because it's a different era. And then you start this season 24-1. There's all the talk about the Warriors record. I thought it was going to happen.
I poo-pooed it and I was right on the money.
You were, but still you start 24-1 with J-Dub missing the first 19 games of the season.
Yeah, that's not a great look for the rest of the NBA. It's imagine if the Heatles had done that without Bosh.
That's the thing. J-Dub played 33 games this season and no one cares.
They won 64 games.
Yeah, they had no issues, had the best record in the league. Yeah, the Spurs were somewhat close to getting the first seed, late. We're pushing them a little bit, but still got the first seed. Didn't look like it was ever in jeopardy.
Not really.
And the guy who was seen as their second best player going into the season played 33 games, not even half the fucking year.
Yeah, about a third of the year, maybe even a little, slightly more. But
slightly more than a third, but no one talked about it. Shai is gonna win his second straight MVP.
He's gonna.
People can, want it to be Wemby or something. I think the voting is gonna be closer than maybe I would have thought.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, exactly. Jaylen Brown, I don't even know if he'll get a second place vote.
Yeah, it's a regular season award, but man, the first round exit, it leaves a sour taste in voters' mouths,
But it was his favorite season,
Of course, right? Yeah. Not the one who won the title.
Yeah, finals MVP.
I am baffled. There are so many Blazer fans, off topic real quick, so many Blazer fans who don't want Giannis because of his, not only his injury stuff and whatnot, but his attitude. He's a diva. He's a drama queen or whatever. But they're all in on Jaylen Brown. Who just said a year where his co-star was out for the whole year with an Achilles injury and where they went out in the first round was his favorite year. So, don't want Giannis, but we'll take that.
We'll take Jaylen Brown.
Exactly.
So, this year, you cool off after that insane start.
You cool off.
And you win 64 games, sweep the Suns in round 1, sweep the Lakers in round 2. We're recording this on Thursday night, probably going to go up on Saturday. We're assuming they're going to be playing the Spurs. I feel like the Spurs are going to win against the Timberwolves in Game 6. Not for sure, but if they don't win that, they have a really good shot to close in Game 7.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, let's assume for a second they get past the Spurs. They beat, the Knicks or Pistons. That's not really a stretch.
Cleveland? You're not giving Cleveland a chance?
Oh, I guess. I don't know why I said the Pistons. Yeah, Cleveland will probably... Seems like the favorite to win that series at this point. But, I'm not giving Cleveland a chance to beat the Thunder.
No.
And, if they win that series, Shai will probably win Finals MVP. We're doing a lot of ifs here, but we're just doing it here.
The old Justin Herbert edition.
Yeah, the Justin Herbert. If that happens, he's going to be the only player or one of only 3 players to win Finals MVP and MVP in back-to-back seasons. Other 2 are Braun and Jordan. It's going to be the first back-to-back champs since the 2018 Warriors. Like I said, first team to make it out of the second round, defending champs since the 2019 Warriors. You got a fucking lottery pick this year. Like, we're all happy it didn't end up being like, top 5 pick.
I was camping in Bend when the lottery was going down, and I was sitting there watching the draft lottery. I was waiting for number 12 to show up as Oklahoma City. If it hadn't, I would have chucked my phone into the woods. I was waiting. It was like them, Miami, and Golden State. I was like, if any of those 3 fuckers move up in the draft, I'm going to throw a fit here.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing.
And thank God none of them did.
So, but they still have a lottery pick. Like, that's
in one of the deepest drafts in recent memory.
Yeah, they have all these multiple future first. Like, it's getting to the point where, if they win back-to-back titles, even if they don't, they're probably going to be the favorites going into next season. Maybe the Spurs will be. Say if the Spurs win it.
Co-favorites, though.
Yeah, we've said so long, like, every time this has happened in the parody era, whether it's like...
This is the next dynasty.
Yeah.
It was the Bucks, then it was the Nuggets, then it was the Celtics. Yeah. This one, I think, might actually be
This one might really be the one. Like, we might actually finally be at the next dynasty. I mean, let's say it is the Spurs. I mean, we'll give a little bit of a spoiler here because Monday's video will probably be about Spurs versus Thunder, that preview, assuming the Spurs make it.
And if the Timberwolves pull off a miracle, you will have to scramble.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out something. But assuming it's the Spurs, I don't know. I'm picking the Thunder at least. Me personally,
I'm picking the Thunder too. I think it would be a great 7-game slugfest of a series. But I think you have to go with the Thunder. And I know the Spurs got the best of them in the regular season, but regular season results do not always inform what happens in the playoffs.
And then, I mean, if they make the finals, I don't see how they're not the fucking massive favorite. Like, this would be the biggest favorite in the finals since when?
2018.
2018?
Which was the biggest of all time.
Maybe the weird thing is if you go back and look at 2019, the Warriors were actually huge favorites going into that.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, so maybe since then, statistically.
I still don't believe whoever they play in the finals this year, they'd be bigger favorites than the Warriors were in 18.
No shot.
Okay. But maybe they have a good chance for maybe second of all time. I think the second biggest favorite was Lakers over New Jersey in 2002.
Okay. Yeah.
So I would think, Thunder would be a bigger favorite over, New York, Cleveland, Detroit, whoever it ends up being.
And then let's say, what do they need to do, in your opinion, to be in the all-time team discussion? Like, are they ways away? Like, do they need to win 3 in a row? Do they need to win, 4 of whatever, 10 years?
I don't think they need to win 3 in a row. Again, it's a different era, right? I think the fact that just that they're going back-to-back in this, we've never seen an era like this in the NBA.
At least we haven't.
No. I mean, I think you could go back through
the 70s, if you look, there was like an era similar.
Okay. Okay. Well, that was 50 years ago. So that was a long time. I mean, the 80s, we know it was 5 teams made the finals in the 80s. 90s dominated by, for the most part, the Bulls and the Rockets, with a little bit of the Pistons sprinkled in at the very beginning and the Spurs at the end.
Yeah.
2000s is
Lakers
and Spurs for the most part.
Right.
So, and then obviously 2010s, Cavs and Warriors again for the most part. And then 2020 has just been fucking all over the place. Yeah. Everyone kind of gets their turn at the title. So with that being said, with the way the NBA is going, I think if they could get 3 out of 5, I think that'd probably be good enough, especially because, the second apron is going to loom at some point, right? The Thunder just have too many good players that at a certain point they're going to have to start paying some of them. And they're not going to be able to. They're going to lose Hartenstein soon. Yeah, unless Caruso they're going to lose soon. As soon as AJ Mitchell's contract is up, he's gone too.
He's for sure gone.
They're not going to be able to pay him.
Even a guy like Casey Wallace, we'll see, but a lot of teams are going to want him.
If Jared McCain keeps it up, someone will pay him a bunch of money. So they have the first round pick to restock that, but as good as a drafter as Presti is, nobody bats 1,000. Everyone makes mistakes. He's not going to keep hitting on absolutely every single one of them. He's going to have some misses at some point, right? So I think with the second apron looming, with the way that there's so much parity in the league now, I think 3 out of 5 in an era where there's 7 different champions in the last 7 years. I think 3 of 5, especially when you have another dominant powerhouse rising up in your own conference. I think that's good enough to be an all-time team.
Yeah, at least in the discussion. I mean, I'm kind of on board something like that. If you win 3 and 5, or
even 3 and 6, I think would be good enough.
Yeah, 4 and 10, something like that. I mean, the thing is, at some point the second apron is probably going to wreck this team. Even then, though, like that core 3, just Shai, I don't feel like he's going anywhere.
No, he's going to retire as a member of the Thunder.
Yeah, and I don't think he's declining anytime soon is kind of what I'm saying. Like, he's going to stay at this level. J-Dub, if he can stay healthy, I think is only going to get better. And I still think Chet, like, he hasn't been the offensive player necessarily that I expected. Or maybe his ceiling is lower on that end than I would have thought. Defensively, he's been fucking amazing.
Well, this is another thing you got to consider with the second apron is, do you keep all 3 of those guys or do you keep 2 and use the rest of the money? Because all 3 of those guys, if they, reach what their potential could be, they're probably all, I mean, Shai, his next contract is going to be what, $70 million a year? That might be his
They're already all locked up on massive deals.
Okay, yeah.
Last offseason, they all got locked up. So,
okay.
I mean, they're probably going to lose essentially everyone else just because all those guys are getting paid. I think they can maybe keep one more player, whether it's Dort, Case and Wallace. Those are probably the 2 they'd keep. And then I think guys like Caruso's probably gone. I think Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, you could probably keep those guys, but you never know. So, I mean, the thing is, what I was getting back to, in the short term, it's hard to see. There's the Spurs. I'd probably say like there's the Timberwolves, and then, maybe if a team trades for Giannis, because like the other teams,
maybe a team wearing red and black.
I mean, that's the hope, but like the other teams you kind of would have expected, and again, you never know. The NBA is so fluid these days, but the Rockets, we're talked about, you bring in KD.
They're a mess.
Yeah, they're a fucking mess. The Celtics now, there's so many questions about that team. Like
Denver's got questions too.
Yeah, Denver's got a ton of questions.
The Lakers have got questions.
Yeah, the Lakers, I don't feel like in the short term really positioned to compete.
Minnesota's still there.
Yeah, Minnesota, I mentioned them. Spurs in Minnesota, and then anyone in the East, like, I just don't
No one that really...
Barring a big move, like, there was the rumor I've heard a lot recently of the Mobley for Giannis deal. Like, I think that makes things interesting. But, like, I don't see the Pistons, barring a big move, getting there. I don't see, like I said, the Knicks...
I mean, barring a young team on the rise completely breaking out in the East, like Atlanta or Charlotte or something, like if one of those teams takes a massive step towards, being a contender.
And I think they'd also have to make a massive trade.
Yeah, like they still would probably need more. They don't have enough. Yeah.
So yeah, we're getting to the point where
we might have our first dynasty back in like 10 years.
And everyone fucking hates them. Like,
yeah, exactly.
In some ways, remember that one Colin Cowherd commercial where it's like, the thing about dynasties.
Yeah, they're great for the league, whatever.
I don't necessarily agree with that, but
I hate that take so much.
I think after a while, it's not a bad thing. Like a team for everyone to hate, everyone to root against.
No, that's fine.
Like, there is something to that. I do kind of like that. And I think we're kind of getting to that point with OKC.
My thing with that take from Colin, I've always said dynasties are fine, monopolies are not.
Okay.
I don't think Oklahoma City has monopoly potential. That was the Warriors in the late 2010s. They were a monopoly on the Western Conference, barring a massive injury like happened to KD. They were going to win no matter what happened, right? That's bad. You can't have that. Even like the dynasty thing though, like if you believe that, just using a very similar logic, do you think the best movie of 2015 was Transformers: Age of Extinction?
Okay.
It grossed the most money.
Okay.
It made the most money. I hate this thing where like it's the most popular, gets the most views, so it's the best. Is McDonald's the best restaurant in the world?
Yeah. Shit's fire.
Like 1 out of every 10 times you go.
Exactly.
I get what Colin is saying from like a business perspective. Dynasties are good, but I don't necessarily agree from like a viewership, like enjoyment perspective. Like I know you kind of have a bit of nostalgia for that Warriors dynasty or whatnot.
Oh, the Warriors Cavs era.
Okay.
Yes.
I do not miss it at all.
Oh, okay.
Good fucking riddance to that where we have the same 4 teams in the finals for 4 years in a row.
Well, my thing about that era is I didn't necessarily love the league at the time. Like the league now is better. The playoffs are so much better. The finals were so fucking peak. Like you got to June.
2016 was peak.
I mean,
2017 was not, and 2018 was a snooze fest.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but I guess when you got there, like I get the pre-hype, maybe I'm living off that.
Okay.
2015 was peak finals too. But yeah, I guess, okay, once KD arrived, yeah, it kind of got fucked. Mm-hmm. But pre-KD, those two series, amazing.
They were good. They were very good. 2016 especially.
Yeah, 2016 especially. So that's, you know, the video. Tell us what you guys think. Can anyone stop OKC? Obviously, they still got 2 more rounds to go, and let's be real. They played the fucking Suns, who weren't going to do shit.
No.
Then they played the Lakers without Luka.
Yeah.
They were kind of expected to sweep both those series.
They haven't been tested yet.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Spurs, I mean, Blazers, you know, they stubbed their toe on the Blazers in the first round a little bit. And then, you know, the Wolves have given them a pretty decent fight. So,
exactly.
You know,
so
we'll see if that comes into play.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. A lot of ways to go, but we could have our first dynasty of the 2020s. So what do you guys think? Can OKC be a dynasty? Is that what's headed? Or are the Spurs going to stop them or some pesky team in the East? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hype the video, check out some other content on this channel, and also subscribe to the main channel if you haven't already. And yeah, beware, hit notifications because we're going to be posting more videos on this channel. Hopefully, you know, like 3 to 4 videos a week. So be here to check them out.